Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Amanda. If you guys want to learn how to get this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prime our eyelids using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 25 medium. So be generous. So after you're done blending it in, you can set it using translucent powder or an eyeshadow that's close to your skin tone. I'm just going to use my translucent powder. It's the Airspun. Okay, we're set. I just spilled so much powder. Okay, so today we're going to be using the Morphe 3502 palette. It looks like this. Yeah, it's really pretty. And this palette actually has names, so it's pretty cool. I'm sure everyone that's watching this knows about this palette already, but yeah, I got it a little while ago and it just screams like holiday makeup looks, so I'm really excited. And I don't really have a plan, so we're just gonna wing it. Okay, I kind of just want to do a look that I would wear for like Thanksgiving, any holiday parties, like I know a lot of people do like Friendsgiving and stuff. So yeah, first I'm going to take the shade Universal. It's the first shade at the top, and I'm just going to blend this into my crease. I noticed that if you hold the brush a little bit lower, it actually gives you a little bit of a lighter hand, but you still have a lot of control. So you're able to blend your transition shades a lot easier, and it won't look as harsh. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm still blending in the shade Universal into my crease. I just want it to be really seamless. So I think it's really important to focus on the first shade that you use and make sure it's really blended, because the rest of the shades that you put on your lid, like the look will come out messy if you don't do the first step correctly. So yeah, I don't think there's really any rules to makeup as long as you know how to blend and you practice blending. I feel like anyone can do makeup if they take the time to practice. Now I'm going to take the shade right under Universal, which is called Flux. It's like a little bit of a darker brown, so just deepen it up. Now I'm going to take the shade Ablaze, which is like a burnt orange color right here. Can you see what I'm playing at? This one? Okay, I really hope you guys can see what I'm doing. But right now it's like really easy and basic. You can, like, if you don't have this palette, you can definitely find some burnt oranges, and you can even use your bronzer as your first transition shade that you start with, because it usually complements your skin tone really well. The bronzer that you use like every day, you can use that in your crease every day as well. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Heat which is right next to Ablaze. It's right here. A little bit more red. A little bit lower this time. This shade's very pigmented. Okay guys, so now with my finger, I'm going to take the shade Drift from ColourPop. It is very deep cranberry red color, but it's metallic. Haven't really used it that much, but I feel like it would look really good for like a holiday dinner or something. So yeah, just with my finger, I'm going to take it on my eye. I'm not sure if they still sell this shade, but I'm sure they have one similar. Their shadows are always super creamy, so if you're looking for something to really pop on your lid, I would suggest getting it from ColourPop. Their Super Shock shadows are amazing. When you use your finger, it's just 20 times more pigmented than with a brush. But if you aren't comfortable using your finger, you can use a synthetic brush. It'll still work, but I would suggest using your finger. That's what we've got so far. Now we're gonna deepen up the outer third with, with Spice. I really like this shade. This one. Not too dark. Start off with a lighter brown. Now we're going to take Chestnut, which is the shade right under it. Okay, we're winging it out a lot, but later we're going to fix it up with like a wipey or with concealer. So, just going to take the shade Rich, which is like a dark brown color. Looking a little crazy right now, but that's how it is with makeup. When you start off, you're like, ugh, and then towards the end, you're happy. And everything's super blended. Especially when you start with your eyes, you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but once you put your foundation and then your eyebrows on, it all comes together, so don't worry if you look crazy. So now I'm gonna take the shade Polished to kind of make this a little bit more sparkly. It's this shade right there with my finger. Yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my brows using the E.L.F. brow pencil. Haven't done them in a while, so they're a little bit crazy. I apologize for that. Concealer kind of covers them up though. Covers up the straggling hairs. I just follow the shape of my natural brow. Hey, so I'm sorry if the lighting changed, but my camera died. So all I did was I put a little bit of amber in the same area right here on the lid, which is this shade, this one right here. Sorry, my nails are ugly. I did my brows and I cleaned them up a little bit at the top with concealer right here. So yeah, I do really natural brows. My next step is to set my brows with gel. I'm using the Essence Make Me Brow. It's this one. So yeah, the wand is really tiny, so it lets you get in there without letting you put too much hair. I have to do my brows ASAP. I also cleaned my makeup up with a wipe because it was looking a little crazy. Okay, so now it's time for foundation. I'm gonna put some concealer on my problem areas and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation in the shade 250. Shake it really well. I really want it to focus though. Yay! Okay. Shake it, put it on my hand right here. 2 pumps. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques blending sponge. Put it all over my face. It looks like really yellow when I first put it on, and then when it dries it's literally my exact skin color, so it's kind of cool. So now we're gonna bake using the Airspun powder again, the one that we used on our lids. It's very messy, by the way. It's the best though, honestly. My favorite one. But it's pretty messy. But it's pretty awesome, especially if you have oily skin. I feel like it works really well with oily skin. So I would recommend that. When I bake with this, it takes a while for me to get oily. I'm gonna let that sit for a little while and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're just gonna wipe that off. So I'm gonna bronze a little bit with this brush. It just says fan on it, so I found it at TJ Maxx and it's really nice. So, and I'm gonna take this highlight and contour palette by IBY Beauty. Looks like that. And I'm gonna take contour number 2. Okay, so my face is set. I contoured a little bit and I bronzed with the fan brush, and also using the SC Edit by Estee Lauder The Bear's bronzer in 02 medium deep. So it looks like this. It is honestly so nice if you have close to my skin tone. It's like the best color ever. So yeah. Now let's put on some blush. I've been using the Essence Satin Touch blush in the shade 10 Satin Coral. It's so pretty. I heard Kathleen likes talking about it, so I had to get it, and it was really cheap, so I was really excited. It looks like that. If it would focus, it looks a little bit light for my skin tone, but when I put it on, it's like the perfect shade. I'm using this E.L.F. Flawless Face Brush, which has become my favorite brush ever. It's so soft and so affordable. So yeah, I recommend this blush. And I think it suits many skin tones. So so it's really good. I hope they come out with more blushes. I love it. I put blush everywhere. Okay. Now, let's finish the eyes. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild brush again, and I'm gonna go under using the shade Flux, which is the second one there. Neutral brown shade. I'm really loving this palette. I suggest everyone to get this. It's so good. And I honestly feel like you can use these colors all year round too. And it's so affordable. I think I spent like $20 something on it, which is ridiculous. Because we spend so much more on other palettes. I'm gonna take the color Heat again. This one. And now I'm gonna do a quick wing liner, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did my liner. Nothing too dramatic. I used the E.L.F. liner. Just says jet black, so it looks like that. And then I used Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. And I wish it would focus. Oh, okay, true. Okay, so yeah, this one is really old. This one's new, but not as pigmented. Better for the flick. So yeah. Now, mascara. Actually, no. Scratch that. For my inner corner, I want to take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Prosecco Pop, which is freaking beautiful. I love it so much. So I'm just gonna put that on my inner corner. I'm gonna highlight my nose. So I just highlight the bridge and the little ball of my nose. And now I'm gonna take mascara. Better Than Sex, the Too Faced one. I have the little tester. I really should buy the full size, but you know, $12 is a little bit better than 20. So that was my logic when I bought this. The bottom. Now we're gonna do the best part ever. I mean, my favorite part. Not my favorite, but you know, one of my favorite. I'm gonna take the same highlighter with my Real Techniques fan brush, and I'm gonna highlight my face with Prosecco Pop. Okay. Now, we're gonna take Fenty Beauty's Trophy Wife, which is so beautiful. And I only put a little bit because this shit's bananas, okay? It's just so fun, like you don't want to stop. But then if you don't stop, it's like yellow. So yeah. I don't know if you guys can see anything, but we're just gonna hope you can. Yeah. And then lips. Okay. So first, I'm gonna line my lips if I can find it. Okay, so I'm gonna line my lips with NYX's lip liner in 831 Mauve. And now I'm gonna take my favorite Ultra Satin Lip by ColourPop, Brick and Frack. Doesn't even have the ColourPop thing, it like wiped off, but the color looks like this. Okay. It's the perfect fall color ever. And it's only $6. So perfect formula ever. I think it matches the eyes perfectly. And my hair finally dried. At the beginning of the video my hair was wet. What's happening? I don't know if you guys can see me now. Highlighter, contour, blush, final eyes. Sorry, you're like on my windowsill. Looks like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is my first makeup tutorial, and you know, a little bit awkward here and there, but I had a really good time doing it. And yeah, I hope to do it again soon, maybe a Christmas look. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great day or night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you so much.